I know you can't sleep tonight. I know the thoughts won't stop no matter how hard you try to quiet them. You don't have to explain anything to me. I already know what you're carrying. Stay with me a little while. I want to give you something tonight that fear cannot touch.
You didn't come here by accident tonight. Something brought you here. Maybe you don't even fully understand what it is. Just a heaviness you've been carrying around that won't lift. A tightness in your chest that shows up uninvited. Thoughts that spiral the moment everything goes quiet. You've been trying to hold it together, and you're tired. Not just physically tired, tired in a deeper place. The kind of tired that sleep doesn't fix. I want you to know something before we go any further tonight. You are not falling apart. You are not weak, and you are not alone in this room. Verse 1, Isaiah 41:10. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, I will help you, I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. He didn't say, try harder. He didn't say, get yourself together first. He said, I will hold you up, right now, exactly as you are, with everything you're carrying tonight. He is already underneath it. Verse 2, Psalm 94:19. When anxiety was great within me, your consolation brought me joy. This verse was written by someone who knew what it felt like to have anxiety that felt too big for one person to carry. Someone who sat in the same darkness you're sitting in tonight. And what they found on the other side of it was not just relief, it was joy. The kind that comes quietly after a long storm finally passes. Verse 3, Matthew 11:28. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Not come to me when you figured it out, not come to me when you're doing better. Come as you are, weary, burdened, exactly as you feel right now tonight. The rest he's offering isn't just sleep, it's the kind of stillness that settles something deep inside you that has been restless for a long time. Verse 4, Philippians 4:6-7. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. The anxiety you're feeling right now, it is not the truth about your situation. It is a feeling, loud and convincing, but not the truth. And the peace God is offering you tonight doesn't require you to understand how it works. It just requires you to receive it. Like a door you've been standing outside of, it's already open. You just have to walk through. Verse 5, 1 Peter 5:7. Cast all your anxiety on Him because He cares for you. All of it, not the manageable parts, not the fears that feel reasonable to carry. All of it, the ones you haven't told anyone, the ones that feel too small to mention, and the ones that feel too heavy to say out loud. He wants all of it because He actually cares what happens to you, not as a concept, as a person, as you specifically, sitting exactly where you are right now tonight. Verse 6, John 14:27. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid. The world's version of peace requires everything to be okay first, requires the problem to be solved, the situation to change, the anxiety to have a reason to stop. His peace works differently. It comes before the answer. It settles in the middle of the storm. It doesn't wait for your circumstances to calm down. It calms you down first. Verse 7, Psalm 23:4. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Not around the valley, not lifted above it, through it. Whatever you are walking through right now has a through. It is not a permanent address. It is a valley, and valleys have an other side. You are not stuck here. You are passing through, and you are not passing through alone. Verse 8, Romans 8:38 through 39. Neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither the present nor the future, nor any powers, neither height nor depth, nor anything else in all creation will be able to separate us from the love of God. Read that list slowly. Not your worst fear, not your biggest mistake, not the thing you did that you haven't forgiven yourself for, not the future you're terrified of, not one single thing on that list, and the list covers everything, can cut you off from being loved by God tonight. Nothing you are carrying right now changes that. Verse 9, Lamentations 3:22-23. Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Whatever yesterday looked like, whatever the last week, the last month, the last year has cost you, morning is coming. Not as a cliche, as a promise. His mercies don't run out. They don't get tired of you. They don't keep score. Every single morning they reset, fresh, full, and completely available to you again. Verse 10, Psalm 46:10. Be still and know that I am God. Just for a moment tonight, let everything stop. Not to figure anything out, not to come up with a plan, just to be still and let the reality of who God is settle over you like a weight being lifted. He is God. He is still on the throne, and nothing that is frightening you tonight has surprised him or slipped past him or gotten bigger than him. Be still. He's got this. Verse 11, Isaiah 26:3. You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in you. The mind is where fear lives, where the spiral starts, where the worst-case scenarios run on repeat at 2 a.m., and that is exactly where God meets you, not asking you to feel peaceful first, asking you to trust him first. The peace follows the trust. Sometimes just one small, quiet decision to trust, and something in your chest begins to loosen. Verse 12, 2 Timothy 1:7. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. The fear you are feeling tonight, it did not come from God. It is not his voice. It is not his assessment of your situation or your future. What he gave you was power, love, a sound mind. Those are yours. Fear is the intruder, not the resident. And tonight we are reminding it that it does not belong here. Verse 13, Psalm 34:18. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Not close to the ones who have it together, close to the brokenhearted. If your heart is heavy tonight, if something in you feels crushed under the weight of everything you've been carrying, that is not the condition that keeps God away. That is the exact condition that draws him near. He is closest to you right now in this moment, not because of what you're feeling, because of it. Verse 14, Psalm 55:22. Cast your cares on the Lord, and he will sustain you. He will never let the righteous be shaken. You were never meant to carry this alone. The weight you've been holding, the worry, the dread, the uncertainty, it was never designed for one person to hold. Cast it, all of it, not because you have to figure out how. Just let it go in the direction of God and trust that his hands are large enough to hold everything you release tonight. Verse 15, Psalm 121:3-4. He will not let your foot slip. He who watches over you will not slumber. Indeed, he who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. While you couldn't sleep tonight, he was awake. While the thoughts were loud and the darkness felt heavy and rest felt impossible, he was watching, not passively, actively, over you specifically, over this specific night, over every fear that kept you up. You were never unwatched, not for a single moment. Closing prayer. God, we're tired tonight, not just in our bodies, tired somewhere deeper than that. We've been carrying things we don't know how to put down, fears we can't explain to anyone, worries that feel embarrassing to admit, a heaviness that follows us into every quiet moment. So we're just going to lay it here, right now, all of it, not because we have the right words, not because we've done everything right, just because you said we could, just because you said you cared, just because you are still God at 3 a.m. when everything feels too much. Hold us tonight. Quiet the thoughts that won't stop. Settle the chest that won't stop tightening. Let something in us rest, even if just for tonight. We receive your peace now, the quiet kind, the kind that doesn't need everything to be okay to